it's different for everybody. You know, the court system did what they could, and that's all I can be happy with. I'm happy with it.
Hughes says he doesn't know if he'll ever get past what happened and still suffers physically.
I still have problems, voice-wise, physically wise, but I can't dwell on it. I gotta keep moving.
Hughes has since moved his family down to Florida, and he tells his girls, because of what happened to him, to be careful, telling them you never know who's watching you or what they're thinking.
That was a day ago. Good day, family. I was watching some stuff. Roland Martin is live too. I started to watch Roland, but I thought let me come on and do myself a little bit. Be loyal to myself, son, and stuff. But y'all, I just seen this video just now, and it was uploaded a day ago. Attacker sentenced to 16 years for randomly slashing the throat of a black man because he was black. Said he hate black people, and that's why he did it. Let's watch this. The climate that we in is reverting back to what our ancestors went through. I mean, this young boy right here, this young man is somebody's son. Somebody's son. You know, white folks haven't done their duty with their kids to get rid of racism. They have not. They the main ones that were supposed to let their kids and their people know we done with the racism. We're done with the racism. Even if they didn't know the extent that all they people done went through. And I don't give them the benefit of the doubt on that. But now to just keep us, this ain't even right.
Shows him during one of his first court appearances in Malheur County back in 2019. On December 21st of that year, Strauss walked into the Arby's restaurant at the Pilot truck stop in Ontario, Oregon. Sitting at a table was Ronell Hughes. He was waiting to talk with the manager about a job. That's when, because of the color of Hughes' skin, Strauss walked up behind Hughes and stabbed him twice in the neck. Hughes and Strauss struggled, and employees were able to wrestle Strauss to the ground and tie him up. Hughes was flown to a hospital in Boise. As the employee held him down, he asked one question: why?
And Mr. Strauss answered with the clarity and the remorselessness of a person who hates. He said, because he was black, and I don't like black people.
Thursday afternoon, outside the federal courthouse in Eugene, Hughes said he held no animosity towards his attacker.
It's the only way that I can move on, I can't be angry with him forever. I got to move on with my life. I can't dwell on the past.
Strauss pleaded guilty earlier in the year to attempt Hughes with a racial motivation. He could have faced life in prison if found guilty. Instead, he'll spend 16 years in prison, 2 years less than what prosecutors had recommended.
It is what it is. It's different for everybody. The court system did what they could, and that's all I can be happy with. I'm happy with it.
Hughes says he doesn't know if he'll ever get past what happened and still suffers physically.
I still have problems, voice-wise, physically wise, but I can't dwell on it. I got to keep moving.
Hughes has since moved his family down to Florida, and he tells his girls, because of what happened to him, to be careful, telling them you never know who's watching you or what they're thinking. In Eugene, I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.
Oh, this our brother right here, y'all. Start watching Taylor House Publishing if you don't already.
There you see another random act of violence by a white man towards a black man. In this case, it was the case of 49-year-old Ronell Hughes, who was at Arby's filling out an application for a job. When out of nowhere, this guy, Nolan Strauss, 27-year-old Nolan Strauss, just walked up to him with a 4-inch knife and slit the man's throat twice. Fortunately, Mr. Hughes lived and is alive to tell the story. You see, he is very forgiving. He has a very forgiving spirit, which most people do, and a lot of people who think otherwise think that is one of the problems when these situations occur, that we always want to forgive even before they get justice. Nevertheless, this man did receive justice. He is currently serving a sentence of 16 years for assault with a deadly weapon with intent to expire and racially motivated. So this case was charged with the racial motivation, in which he could have faced life in prison, but because apparently he took the plea deal, he got somewhat of a deal. The story said that the judge wanted to give him 18 years, but he got 16 years. And you heard Mr. Hughes talking about it. Well, hey, that is a fair game. That's a fair shot. But this story, happened in 2019. So that's about 6 years ago. But he didn't get sentenced until 2021. And so, this.
And this video came out a day ago. When I say it came out a day ago, see, he posted this video yesterday.
This is a somewhat recent story, but it goes again with all of the other stories about, this hatred. As you heard the man say in the article, the man asked, why did you do this to me? And the guy clearly said, well, no, it's because you're black. And I don't like black people. And I've asked the why question before. I don't have to ask it again. But it's amazing to me how, even in him admitting it, the people still try to give him an out. Now, at his trial, once again, the guy admittedly, said that he wanted to execute Mr. Hughes because, he was black. And so at the trial, when prosecutors asked him to explain, Strauss again repeated, he was black, and I don't like black people. But then he's going to say, well, the decision to do what I did was made in the middle of a manic, depressing episode that he had after he failed to take his mental health medication. You see, there's always an out. There can't just be an accountability, a self-admitted evil in your heart that will make you do that. No, I really didn't do it because, I'm an evil monster that hates black people. No, it's because I didn't take my mental health medication and I was having an episode. So, he tries to blame it on that at the trial. Then he says, I'm extremely sorry for what I did. I wouldn't do that in my right state of mind. I'm happy that he survived. And, he said, now I know that I should take my meds on all the time. Now, what if that man would have expired? Would it have made a difference if you took your meds or not? I think oftentimes, certain people are giving, once again, an excuse, a scapegoat, a way out, a mulligan to use, just in case, I can slither my way out of this. But unfortunately, for Mr. Hughes, Strauss wasn't able to do that this time. Now, he's 27 years old. He knows better. There's no amount of medication that's going to prevent a person from doing something like that. I think it's once again insulting that, people try to blame, every time that, a white person does something, that's always blamed on mental health. And, when a black person does something, there's no mention of mental health. There's he's just he's a monster, and so again, there's another example of, the two type of justice system, but also the two type of medical systems. The psychiatric medical systems that always provide a angle, for people who commit these type of crimes to use in their defense. Fortunately, once again, this did not work, and Strauss is serving time behind bars. So, and as you heard, Mr. Hughes moved his family away from Oregon. I think it happened in Oregon, and which I've talked to some people in Oregon. They say, yeah, Oregon is a very racist state, and so you have to be careful out there. And then you move to Florida, which, I've had some stories out of Florida, which aren't too much better. And so the main thing from this story, as he told his daughter, you have to always be aware of who's watching and what kind of surroundings you're in, and, be ready to protect yourself or fight or flight or whatever the case may be. But, when you're in a world where some people don't like you just because of your skin, then that makes you always.
Yeah, this is our brother right here. Taylor House Publishing, and I can advise all of you to go to him, because he will keep you abreast. He will keep you updated on what's happening with our people. He gets all the news and stuff. And you can find out what's happening with our people, because this racial climate, y'all, this shit is it's boiling now. It's heating up. It is heating up out here. But that man to be 27 years old, done live with racism all his life and stuff. He went and stabbed that man twice in the neck because he didn't like black people. Then blamed it on mental health. He ain't took his medicine. So instead of life, he gets 16 years. Yeah, and he did move. Our brother did move. Brother Taylor did say he moved his family and told his family to always be aware, because you never know who's watching you. We need to be specific. We gonna tell each other the way we come at each other. You keep your eye on Tyrone. You set your purse down around Shay Shay. You see, we so into that, letting our babies know to keep your eyes always. Keep your eyes on the prize. You take your eye off of your money. But when it comes to white folks and stuff, we put it so blasé. Yeah, you never know who's watching you. Just tell them. Just tell our kids the truth. The same way you let them know. You keep your ass away from Tyrone ass. He had your ass caught up in some shit last summer. You was down there at the kiddie jail. So why can't you tell our kids too that we got a history that we is not telling them about? What is wrong with y'all? Hell, there ain't that much damn fear in the world. Now, I understand we all handle this differently. Because I never think it would do me like that, but I didn't think all of this right here would be exposed. It's something new for me. But I'm sure glad I woke up, honey. I thank every ancestor that told me to get my black ass up. I don't know about y'all. Because, see, I don't want to leave my babies, my grandkids, my neighbor kids, my nieces, nephews, your kids out here with people that hate them. Now, I know. I probably done told my daughters too, my kids too. Yeah, you keep your ass from down there in that street out there with Shay Shay here. Shay Shay ass is fast and mannish. I done did it too. We all have. Because we don't see white people like they've been treating us. And y'all, we got to stop that shit. It's too late. It's too long. We passed all of that. We are past all of that. We got to let it be known. If not to white folks, if you scared to let white folks know that your ass going to be watching them too. then at least let your family and friends know. Just let your black people know to watch yourself around everybody. Be specific. Because you know our ass will think you talking about Shay Shay, Tyrone, Ray Ray. We think you talking about everybody of our community. It won't even come into our mind that your ass, black people, it won't even come into your mind, into our mind. No, you can tell us that every day. And honey, we won't think you talking about these people right here. If you just keep saying, watch who watching you, keep your eyes on who watching you, be aware of your places and stuff. Be specific with us, okay, black people? Quit treating us like we motherfucking fools and dummies. Because all of us ain't gonna be fools and dummies. Okay, yeah, brother forgave him. He had to. He had to forgive him to move on with his life. But you're going to move on with your life anyway. You still taking breath. You still got your sanity. You going to move on with your life anyway. Oh, yeah, you going to do that. I just can't. Yeah, it's too much for me. It's too much for me sometimes because we don't even want to understand what's really going on here in this reality that we in. I'm beginning to think this is hell, y'all. Yep, this is hell. Ain't that some shit? So, yeah, I guess we come here to heal our people and have black babies wherever it's at. Yeah, but it's pretty hot in this motherfucker. And see, there you lake of fire right there. Lasted all them centuries. You know, I know about 3 of my ancestors that was lynched and burned like that. Roasted. What that other book yet I was telling you about? I don't even want to take you. I don't want to waste y'all time, but shit, if you got to go, I'll see you tomorrow too. If I, come on and stuff. But yeah, I think it was in this book right here, Underground Railroad. Did I underline it? I'm just going to look at some pages. Oh, I had 2 of these books. One was big and the other one was little. I don't think it wasn't this one right here. But I know. That's the book why they were pleasing themselves. They needed some extra entertainment. White folks did. In the book. It's in the book. That's why we got to be cautious of they damn ass. That's why we got to keep our eyes on them. Just because Sabrina, and Sabrina, y'all been best friends. You and Sabrina been best friends. Thick as thieves. Since y'all was in high school and stuff. Yeah, it's a bond that can't be broke. Mm-hmm. Yes, a bond that can't be broke. But it will. It will when Sabrina got to carry her ass back over there to her own. When that whistle come out and Sabrina got to go, yeah, it'll be broken then. Black America, you the one that's supposed to wake up. Hell, you keep waiting on white folks to wake up and realize, damn, we are still doing that. Because the hell, that's somebody's grandson. Hell, he ain't but 27. Hell, that's somebody's grandson, somebody's son, somebody's nephew, cousin. And then it made me wonder, hell, I was hoping brother would have looked up his Facebook page. Yeah, you got black friends in the background. See, your black friends, your sons wouldn't even know. Y'all sons don't know who they even with out here, honey. Sure don't. Your daughters don't either. Don't know a damn thing. All they know is we ain't with Tyrone. We ain't with Ray Ray. No, we ain't with Cuz. No, because they ass out here with Brad and Ken and Karen and Becky. They out here with these people. With them people. Grandkids and stuff. That's who our grandkids is out here with. But see, we ain't even telling us nothing to be on cue about, to watch out for out here. We done made ourselves our own enemy, and we ain't even our enemy. No, these right here are open enemies. That's why Sister Vicky called them open enemies. Yeah, our Sister Vicky Dillon. You better get you some black media. Because the way things heating up and stuff, I'm like, whoa, yeah, it's going pretty fast against us and stuff. And we ain't even got no idea. But yeah, let's read because we almost done with this book right here anyway. Yeah, I don't care if y'all don't want to understand it and see what's going on. Because if you don't, you ain't even got to be right here. You do not have to be right here because I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, it ain't in the books for nothing. It ain't in the books for nothing. I ain't reading nothing that most folks don't know. Us don't know. We don't know. But most people probably know all of this. Some white folks, mama and grandmama and stuff, and them probably know. They probably made sure Sabrina didn't find out the nitty gritty. But I bet you Karen ass know. Man, we done sit up here and done let these folks play our ass like a damn fiddle, like a fool. Now we willing to be a dummy. Yeah, we willing to be a dummy. Don't even want to mention this. Don't want to think about this right here. Look at it. Look at it. That's Willie Brown. That's your Jesus. That's your Jesus, Black America. Right there, Willie. Yep, that's Willie Brown right there. Chief victim of the Omaha riot, the massacre, September the 28th, 1919. Yeah, that's what all this restlessness in us is about. We didn't know. Didn't I just tell y'all? Hell, I just learned it myself. Anthony Browner, our brother from west side of Chicago. The first, I think he the only archaeological excavator, honey. And he the one done told us that the scientists discovered that we got 30,000 years of DNA in our body's memory. In your body's memory, not your brain, your body. Can you imagine your brain too? I mean, you walking around with 30,000 years of memory in your DNA, and you don't know. But see, we don't know. That's why we got all of this angst in us, this movement, this rumbling. But we don't know. No, it's them. It's our ancestors. Everything that they done went through and stuff. We got our inventions. We got them too. We got Harry and them in us. 30,000 years. We got everybody in us. But this right here is what's hurting us, y'all. This right here is what's hurting us. Where are you? Right there. That's what's hurting us. That's the root of the problem with us. Throughout us. Throughout all of us right here in the United States. That's the root of the problem. Yeah. And wait, this our third book. And yeah, I believe that's what it is. I've been telling you all along. I still ain't seen nothing. And after the fourth book and fifth book, once we get to reading and stuff, we gonna get past this too. This is just why I had to start it. But I don't think we're gonna find no more trauma that's gonna equal to the trauma that we got from all of this right here. 30,000 years. It's a wonder we even got some sanity to us now. How we've made ourselves just wrap around and intertwine and be and just tolerate and compromise with the same people. With the same people that did these things right here. Right there in whatever town and city you live in. Shit, what's your history? I'm just saying, what's your history? You know, all of this right here, at this time, all of this is being exposed. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. I'm glad I'm on my ancestor side. I sure am. And I can tell them, come on back. Yeah, come on back. Go get your tea, because I'm going to give me some more water. I sure can, honey. I can have my ancestors on the back. I'm not afraid of my ancestors. Vengeance belongs to the ancestors. That's who vengeance belongs to. Vengeance belongs to Willie Brown. Vengeance belongs to John Hartfield. Jesse Washington. Don't get it twisted. Forever, Black America. Shit, y'all ass believe whatever white folks tell you. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. Go on and run and tell them. I know you want to. You can't wait till white folks hear. Ooh, wait till face. And let me wait till face. Wait till you hear what face said. And then act like it ain't true. You act like what I'm saying is not true. Where the lie? Where is the lie? concerning my people and all of this. I'm just waiting. Where the lie at? Yeah, since you're ready to go tell white Americans, oh, Faith said we gotta leave. Let's go. Faith said we ain't going to heaven with y'all. Y'all gonna be in heaven by yourself. Faith said she freed everybody in heaven. Because y'all scared to do it. Y'all scared to do it. Y'all really, I mean, seriously, want to trap us up there in heaven forever and ever, ever, and evermore with white folks. And act like your God and the God that I had, because I'm calling God too and Jesus too, before I took it out of the box. And that ain't got no name. It's just cosmic energy. That's what mine is. My higher power name is cosmic energy. Yep, it's too big to even name. Put all the alphabets together if you can make it a sound, I guess, but it wasn't no sound. So my higher power don't even have a name. It's just cosmic energy that's inside of you. It's inside of you. You know, we can't even believe these powerful things about ourselves because we've been listening to white America our whole life. Our whole entire life. We've been controlled and listening to white America, and we ain't even seeing and thinking about us it's been a long time since we even thought about us and stuff. And now, honey, it's too late to be sitting there, you know, unsure. I mean, how long is y'all gonna take, Black America, to decide whose side you on? I mean, shit, it was bad enough when you had to decide, you know, can we hold our dollar? Can we start back holding a dollar for 11 days again? At least 5 days. You know, that was bad enough right there. But now, to, you know, hold your love, your seed, hold your black babies until you find the black one to be with and have them babies. Yeah, that's what it's done come to and stuff. That's what it's done come to. We got to be concerned about our genetic survival. Ooh, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, she didn't even mention that. That it would get to the point where, yeah, that is, she knew it was going to be weaponized. That's why she was telling about all the sports and stuff. That's why she was telling about it. But like this, ooh, y'all done missed a lot of stuff. Sure have. We have too. I mean, I did too. I missed 40 years. But now that shit, I'm paying attention to stuff, honey, I ain't trying to miss nothing. Sure ain't. I want to make a difference for my babies, your babies. I don't want them to be trapped in no damn smart cities, you know, in what, 2045, if everybody's still living and AI ain't killed everybody and the machines ain't became self-aware and turned their damn selves on and stuff. Because, see, that right there is out of my scope, too. All of this is, hell, I quit school in 11th grade. Shit, I'm wondering, hell, did y'all know this? Hell, I'm wanting y'all to tell me what some words mean. What that word mean. What that word mean. You know, because we don't know these things and stuff. We like finna be newly learning. We unlearning everything to relearn. Because white America done did such a number on us. Because our parents didn't stand up to them. Our grandparents didn't stand. It's been a long time since anybody done stood up to white America and let their ass know, hey, what you doing back there? What are you doing back there? We just, I don't know when the ball was dropped. Hell, I was born in the 70s and stuff, you know, but everybody took their eyes off of white America and stuff, and white America just kept on plotting and planning and plotting and planning against y'all asses. Black America, been trying to exterminate us for a long motherfucking time. I didn't know none of this shit. Don't be mad at me because that's what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to find out what the hell wrong with black people. How black people can't get along. You know, I see everybody here. Everybody in America. Even people that don't even speak English. A whole lot of them. And everybody seems to get along with themselves and each other and stuff. But black people, we can't even get along with ourselves and stuff. And surrounded by everybody. Sure wills. And, you know, and it was some years ago, I read the King Alfred plan. And everybody and their mama going to attack black men down in the street. Going to provoke black men. That's the way I read it. And when the police come, the police going to help them. That's the way it sounded to me when I read it. You should read it too. The King Alfred plan. and it was like a hidden document or something like that. And then they supposedly found it, and that was like in 2013, I think, somewhere around them early, teens and stuff. And so I was like, well, I read it and stuff, but I didn't save it or nothing like that. But I remember thinking, so damn, motherfuckers don't be beating black men down in the street. It was just a thought I had, about it. And I probably, shared it a time or two, but it didn't really resonate with me like it do now. But now I'm like, shit, y'all you better take off that wig. You better take off that weave and them lashes, because your ass got to fight. I know you're going to take off your earrings and your shoes, but shit, you better take off that wig and them lashes. Yeah, because if that's what's going to happen, I don't know. Just keep your eyes on the prize. I don't know what's going to happen with all this. I didn't know all this was even taking place, all of these agendas and projects and operations. I'm like, how could people let all this shit, all of this, just roll right on by? And the people that claim they love Black America and stuff, and we love y'all, my dog, man. Y'all, my people. We love Black people. Y'all have not one time stood up and said, hey, now, we need to make sure Black America gets some too now. Let's make sure Black America eat. I mean, come on now, y'all. Damn, we've been integrated for how fucking long? We supposed to have been like this, man. I'm talking about white people. Everybody else that's here now, shit, they know they getting your $900 a month. What is it, $900 or $9,000 or something like that? I was just like, whoa. But yeah, a lot of these immigrants and stuff getting a lot of money and stuff. I'm talking about white folks. White folks ain't never stood up for Black folks like that. And then other folks that get here and stuff, they ain't standing up for Black folks. Now it's the fight. Everybody else got a fight going on that they need to be fought. So see, we always being divided between somebody. Got to save somebody. And we can't even save ourselves and stuff. So that's why all of this is happening now, because we got to save ourselves. We forced. We ain't got no other choice. We don't have any other choice. It is what it is. You better get yourself right with your ancestors, Black America. Me too. We all better ain't that what y'all say? You ain't got no problem when folks be like, you better get right with Jesus. You better get right with God. You ain't got no problem with that. But when I say you better get right with your ancestors, you got a problem. Y'all ancestors is just fucking ignorant. You're dedicated. What is it? Dedicated ignorance. You dedicated to being ignorant. Dr. Ray Hagins, that's what he said. Now, it ain't no insult to you, dedicated ignorance. He didn't coin it like that. Ignorant is when you don't know something. Your ass dedicated to not knowing. That's all it means. Dedicated ignorance. Hell, I thought it was self-hate the whole time and stuff. But that's what it's called and stuff, Black America. But you got to wake up. You can't be no fool and a dummy. You can't. That's just like you can't be nasty, and can't cook. I mean, I'm just saying. Damn. Shit, don't make it so hard and difficult. But that's just because you're afraid. Y'all, what the fuck y'all afraid of? Shit, hell. You ain't gonna be here. This right here is just Earth. It's just a pit stop. Y'all ain't like we're gonna be here forever and ever and ever and ever. And this just not worth it to fight for it. I don't know. This brainwashing doesn't really, worth the number on us. That's the only curse we under. That's the curse we under. It ain't, you done got away from God. We under, what was the other curse I was reading about? Somebody else was reading about it. Deuteronomy, was it him? I do have it on my receipt right here and stuff. But, the curse that we supposed to be under, the curse we under is keeping our ass under white folks. Stop lying. Stop lying to us. Stop letting the pastors lie to us. Hell, we thinking it ain't but two places to go when you die. Hell and heaven. You can go to heaven or you can go to hell. They ain't said nothing about the multiverse that you could go to. You, Black America, I'm talking about you. And we ain't asked them either, did we? Well, is that the only place we can go to is heaven and hell? I don't want to go to heaven with white folks. I don't want to go to. I can hear the little kids now. When we start teaching them, they start learning and stuff. Yes. After out the mouth of babes. Ain't that what it say in the Bible? Out the mouth of babies. And then babies get to crying and say, I don't want to go to heaven. And yeah, you tell that baby, shut your damn mouth. Shut your damn mouth up talking about that mess and stuff. But they don't want to go. If you tell them the truth, hell, why you want to go? And you done learned the truth. Something y'all done learned now. I know y'all ask no more than I know. Because when I say I'm from the bottom, the hickest hick town. Now, come on now, shit. I know didn't nobody go through they whole, elementary and junior high and high school to the 11th grade without these books right here, like them hick towns do. You ain't got no library worthy in them little hick towns. So I know y'all ass know. I mean, come on now, it's a lot of people in the world. It's a lot of people in the world. My thing is that why the hell y'all ain't said nothing? Why y'all haven't tried to mobilize the people around you and stuff? At least tell us, hell, shit, all you got to do is tell about what happened to Willie Brown. That's all you got to do, shit. Hell, you got the book right there, show the book. Most of us, that's all you got to do is tell us the truth. Just tell us the truth. Quit beating around the bush and trying to, romanticize it and stuff. Because we're in a love-hate relationship, if that's what you want to call it, with white America. Since we can't seem to let it go. It's toxic for us. It's like every time we try to leave and get away from them and stuff, they always coming back on us, being harder on us and stuff. So now we don't try. After Tulsa and them, we don't try no more. We just let it be. But that was the wrong thing to do. That was the wrong thing to do. Now look at us. We still right up under white America again. Now we're finna be up under they robots. Yeah, that's their damn robots. That's not yours. Black America, you can't do nothing with Sophia. Even the little baby robot. What's his name? San Diego. Little big head baby robot. You can't do nothing with that. No, that's theirs. They're gonna be pushing that button. Sure wills, honey. You better not get in that Tesla car. Because when the shit hit the fan and that car lock up, your ass cannot get out. Black America. Don't you sit here and keep being a fool and a dummy and thinking that you really a part of this, illusion of inclusion. Don't sit there and fool yourself like that, trying to make everybody in the world, trying to make other black folks feel like you got it made. Because Black America, you ain't got nothing made. Your ass been made. See, that's what done happened to us. White folks done made us over. Yeah, white folks done made us over. Done sucked all the hue out of our humanity, out of us. Yeah. Right before our very eyes. Ain't that some shit? I don't know what movie to watch first. They Live, The V. If I can find it, they were like from 1985. Now, I liked it, that movie, about them reptiles and stuff, reptilians. I don't know. I just know here they put a lot in movies and they put a lot in books. White folks do. Somebody need to, they y'all friends and stuff. Somebody need to let white folks know, hey, we need some answers here. We need some answers. Everybody trying to hold themselves accountable, they people accountable. We trying to get to a better state, a healthier state of mind in America. But for some reason, y'all white folks done fucked everything up. So we need some answers from y'all. What's really going on with y'all? Why have y'all really sabotaged life? And why y'all just sit there and let all that's pro-life just be running the ground? I mean, why? What's the reason of it? What's the cause for all this? Is we really going back into time because y'all want things to be how they was? Because they getting robots. So they really ain't gonna need slaves no more because they getting robots now to do everything for them. They even got robots they can sleep with. You can sleep with. You even got robots you can sleep with. Robots that cook, clean, change the baby diaper. I mean, they got robots that do everything for them. So why not let Black America get up and be able to gain something? Even on this little small level right here. Ain't nobody asking, we want to all be millionaires and stuff. We have been asking for reparations and stuff. But don't hold your breath. Do not hold your breath. Because as soon as them folks realized they were finna go to a cashless society, somebody should have said, well, let's get this cash to Black America. Don't burn no more money. Don't shred no more money. Let's give all this cash to Black America because we owe them reparations. Hell, we know we ain't going to want them in our smart cities anyway, but you don't want to be in them smart cities. Trust me. I'm just saying. But, yeah, why not do something like that for Black America? Everybody else got a leg up. Yeah, everybody else got their shoes and the boots is tied up, and then they got some boots over there too. We the ones ain't got nothing. We the ones don't have nothing, but we done forgave everybody. We don't look and keep our eyes on nobody but Black people. We don't watch nobody but Black folk. We don't watch white folks like they gonna come up and slit our throat like all happened to our brother right here. We don't watch white folks like, oh shit, yeah, your ass go up in the church and shoot some people too. Like, what was his name? Dylan Roof or Wolf or whatever his darn name was. We don't watch white folks. Nah, white folks the one hate our asses. White folks the one hate us and got the whole world hating Black people. Wherever you go, you're going to find somebody that feel like white folks. But they do say, life feels better for Black people in other countries and stuff. For those that have gone and stuff, I don't know, because I ain't really traveled. I can't say I would even get on an airplane right about now. If I can't walk there, I probably won't go. Yep, I don't know. It just depends and stuff. But let's get this out the way and stuff. Good day, family. Yeah, thank you for being here. Let's cover up this marker right here because, we ain't even concerned about who all be in here. As long as it's two of us, and that's me and you. That's it. That's all I be worried about, because that's what the ancestors said. Hold on, face. Let somebody get in the room. They said you only need two. And I think they talking about me and you. So, yeah, let's begin. I'm Face the Nation, and we are on Bolden Unchained. Yeah, y'all know we're on Bolden Unchained. If you back, you know why. Talking about Black people. What's wrong with Black people? I want to know. I want to heal my people. That's one of the reasons why we're here. Yeah, to heal Black people. I'm Black, you Black. That's our main goal. Number one, to heal our people. Yeah, that's the only thing we're supposed to do before we leave here. And number two, have Black babies. I'm just saying, have Black babies. All this other stuff we here for and stuff, we just wasting time, y'all. We done wasted our people's energy, our ancestors' contribution. We done wasted all the suffering. What my book? All the suffering that our ancestors went through and stuff. We just let it all be for nothing. And for a long time, our youth, our hotheads, they all been knowing too. See, they got the DNA memory in their body too now. And even though they don't know about the history like I didn't know either, they feel it. Oh, yeah, they feel it. And they know y'all ass Black America is too fucking afraid to let white folks know, hey, y'all asses ain't all of that shit. Y'all asses is not motherfucking all of that. Just because you done stole and manifest destiny, everything. Yep, they know. That is some reason why, yeah, mama don't say nothing to Miss Cathy. Yeah, daddy don't say nothing to Mr. Brad when Mr. Brad be talking that shit. Yeah, because we scared we're going to lose that job, shit, they ain't going to pick us up for work no more, or whatever the case may be. And that's why our kids is like, they don't even want to try sometimes. Yeah, and after a couple of generations, y'all, we let that shit go on and stuff, it's going to be a wrap. Because if we stop teaching, and we don't reach our youth and our young adolescents and stuff, and then they grow up and they don't teach it to their kids and stuff, where would it pick back up at for our history? Where would it pick back up at for us to start back focusing on us? I don't know. I'm just, trying to figure it out myself. I wish I'd have made better choices in my life. I wish I'd have went on to the 12th grade. shit, cussed all their ass out and went straight to college somewhere. But hell, college wasn't teaching shit either. Hell, y'all setting up in college and shit and didn't even know. Cause we wasn't in our own schools and stuff. Yeah, I still think that Booker T. Washington. I was listening to him and stuff from a sister. I think he was the answer. Yeah, everybody went with W.B. Du Bois is what happened. But I'm gonna read that book when I find it and stuff and see, because it was talking about what was it called? I mentioned it once before. Their organization that they had, and then it was a lynching, a killing, or lynching, or something. They had a meeting, and Mary White Overton, or whatever her name is, went to the meeting. The white lady took notes at the meeting, went back to the white men, gave them the notes. They had a meeting, and then they came up with the NAACP. And bam, there you go. And W.B. Du Bois, I think his ass was the one. No disrespect to him now, because if I ever see him, I'm going to ask him too. Yep, when he come back with everybody else, with Simeon Toko, he going to kick y'all ass for letting white folks turn Jesus white. Simeon Toko going to kick all y'all ass. And when I see W.B. Du Bois, if he come back with him and stuff, I'm going to ask him, did they come and bribe you or threaten you to get Booker T. Washington off of the organization y'all had so y'all can come over to the NAACP? I know they told him about that crisis, the magazine or newspaper or whatever. He would be over that. He would be the owner of that or whatever. But I asked him too. I sure will. And I asked Martin Luther King, if you had to say one more thing to us, Martin, what was you going to tell us? That's all. Shh, everybody be quiet. And we'll listen to see what Martin going to say, because he would have told us, y'all better start judging white America by how they treat your people. Not you. Everybody know you and Sabrina ass is thick as thieves. Everybody know, her brother sweet on you, you sweet on him and stuff. But your people is what we talking about here. It's a difference. Martin would have told us that. We can't be afraid of these things. This is the end. I mean, shit. Don't tell me y'all ass gonna end up in them smart cities, them 15-minute cities, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you want to talk. All of a sudden, you want to talk. We ain't got nobody screwdriver. We ain't got nobody wire cutters, which hell, the motherfucker probably be electrocuted, after they shut the city down. Then your ass got chips in you. So yeah, it's like when you are on the outside of the city, what, your ass gonna start lighting up? You gonna start beeping? And people gonna know you supposed to be in a smart city, but you're not. I'm just trying to figure how in the hell is all this supposed to work? And where is black people gonna be at? See, I don't know what y'all be thinking about. But yeah, I'm just like, damn, this is a lot, that's going on. Yeah. Marvin Gaye didn't even have, when he said that we always asking what's going on and what's up, what's happening. Yeah, it's a remix too. But yeah, we on Bolden Unchained, y'all, and we here to help Black America and Black media. And you know why. We look at through a spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education. I ain't found nobody. I even got that book right there on Auschwitz. I found a book on Auschwitz. Yep, I sure did. We're going to read that too. For their Holocaust. They went through a Holocaust. Yeah. And they make sure don't nobody forget it that they went through a Holocaust. And ain't nobody going to tell them that they need to forget it either. See, they do that to us, to black folk. And we still in our Holocaust. We ain't got no reparations for our Holocaust. We ain't got no sincere apology for our Holocaust because we still in it. It's still going on. The African diaspora, we still in this war with white American stuff, and we don't even really know why. We don't know why. I think it's bigger than anything we could ever, imagine. But this right here is the keys right here, y'all. This is the answer right here. What we dealing with. We can't forget what we dealing with, who these people are. White people. Hell, don't get mad at me. Your damn ancestors the ones that did it. You need to be mad at them. You white people need to be mad at your grandmama, your great-grandmama, Anybody that's still alive since 1919. Anybody. They granddaddy. Oh yeah, my great grandmama, she died 3 years ago, but her great grandmama was alive. Somebody. That's all I'm saying, shit. Now you can't tell me through the years and stuff that all of these men right here, all of these men they got elderly, had babies, and lived life, but nobody lived, nobody survived out of the white men. So we ain't even got to worry about none of these people, descendants from these books right here. And we do, Black America, we do more than anything else. And don't blame me, don't be mad at me. Because white folks the one that's done misled us. I done had some white friends and stuff too. I know. Homegirl, no, I didn't even know. I didn't know nothing about that faith. No, you probably didn't know nothing about this right here. You probably didn't know about Tulsa and Greenwood, but your damn peoples is racist as fuck. You know what racism is. Yeah, we finna read about it right here in Minnesota pretty soon. Yep. Lynching in Duluth. All the states, I guess. And the strange thing about it, y'all, and then we're going to get back to this right here because we're almost done with this book. Red Summer was our first book. And then it was Racial Violence in Kentucky. And then this right here would be our last book out of all the states, I guess. So I'm like, darn, I was wondering, is the ancestors intending on us reading every state so we can actually see the trauma that Black America has faced and endured in each state? Is that, but they ain't really said nothing yet. So, we'll just play it by ear. But yeah, we here looking through this spiritual lens. I am not religious. I don't forgive nobody for nothing that was done to my ancestors. And if that's what you hear for and stuff, then you in the wrong class. You supposed to be over there with sister. Sister forgiving everybody. Every time. You ain't even got to finish the story. Sister forgive them. Sister forgive them. I don't forgive nothing. Nope, I did. Just like you, I forgave slavery. I forgave Emmett Till. When I learned about Tulsa, I forgave Tulsa. Yep. I think I forgave right up until I sat down and started reading. Yep, when I sat down and started reading, that's when I take back everything. I don't forgive nobody. Because I hadn't read this before, and this is my book. But I hadn't read it before. I hadn't got to it. I had read some of Underground Railroad, but I stopped somewhere. I think after I read about Anthony. I think that was his name. We'll see when we get to it. But I stopped, and I hadn't really thought about that book either. But, it's been quite a while. And now, I started doing what I was doing, but I would have went and got Helen Keller for y'all ass. You'd have been sitting here crying for Karen, Becky. You'd have been crying for Sabrina mama, her grandmama. You've been here crying for every white woman you could think of, even the white dolls. You would have. So I didn't know what it was going to be like, to sit and actually do this. And yeah, and then one night it was just like, hell, Red Summer. It is a red book. I do love my people. That's why I wanted to talk to my people about my people. And so the ancestors gave me the answer. Just like y'all say y'all God and Jesus and Yahuwah and Yahushua and Yahweh. And yeah, y'all higher power give y'all answers and stuff. My ancestors gave me the answers. Yep, told me to start with Red Summer. And now look at that. We done with racial violence in the United States. And this is a heavy motherfucking ass book. All of this trauma in this book. That's why we look through a spiritual lens of resilience. Who else could survive all of this right here, y'all? Who? And then turn around and build up a whole world. We think Black Wall Street was an empire. Black Wall Street, they were empires. They were empires, honey. But we built up the whole civilization. Not just from our ancestors here. I mean, even before. Way back in Egypt. Yeah, we're going to get that timeline that Anthony Browder got too. I'm going to find it. If it ever come back and stop. And honey, we're going to get that. Because you know what white folks have done to us is really just a short period out of our huge beginning here on the planet. Because you know we come from the cosmos, so we don't have a beginning. But when it would start being documented, you know, that timeline goes back thousands and thousands of years that he got. It'll cover that whole wall right there. Probably loop around the wall or something. You know, it'll probably loop around that wall or something. But, you know, white folks, in that little small amount of time, they have really done a number on us. And it just depends on us at this point right here, right now. Where do we go from here? Where do we, Black America, go from here? I'm just saying, you know, don't go to heaven. On that tip, don't go to heaven. But for us right here on earth and stuff, look after your people. Try to heal with your people. Try to heal with your people. It's going to be touchy because, you know, we don't get along. We don't get along. Just tell them why. We trying to heal our people, man. Come on, let's not start with that bullshit here. You know, that shit was 13 years ago when that shit happened. You know, go on and try to bury the hatchet. You know, if you and sister or brother can't work it out or whatever, you know, fine. Just tell my nieces and nephews I love them and to call me so I can take them to the park. You know, go ahead and make your amends with the babies. But make your amends with somebody. Because we're going to need each other, Black America, more than ever. We're going to need each other now. By choice or by force. You had the opportunity. You had the opportunity. Now, if you think anybody is finna come to your rescue, you are gravely mistaken. Ain't nobody coming to your rescue. You best to learn how to love you and your people again, Black America. Because, yeah, we ain't never imagined nothing like this. Hell, I ain't never imagined nothing like this. Honey, I would have been told y'all. Damn, y'all know what white folks been doing to us? Do y'all know white folks was eating us? Hell, I didn't even know white folks ate Nat Turner. I did not know white folks ate Nat's body. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with that white folks have done. You know, but still, I don't forgive nothing. I don't forgive a damn thing. Sure don't fuck the dumb shit. So what? Hell, when I'm done reading and stuff right here, you know, I can process that shit and go on and about my business and know that sun is mine and it's for me. I'm the one that was manifested from the cosmos. My people, the one, this heavy shit. My people are the ones that was manifested by the cosmos. The very first people on this planet is me, my people. So, you know, what my ancestors went through, yeah, I don't forgive none of it. I can be around white folks, do what I got to do around them and stuff, honey, but I'm coming home by myself. I won't be with white folks. White folks won't be with me. I prefer it that way. I think it's best that way for all of us. You know, I don't know. If white people truly love you, Black America, and they truly understand and get where you're coming from during these times as you start waking up and realizing, you will know. They're going to let you know. No, you can't do that. That's doing a little bit too much. And who is that? You watching him again? Because they done just walked up in your house and stuff. They ain't knocked or nothing, just walked in the door. And you in there watching Dick Gregory or George Fraser or Dr. John Henry Clark, you know. Oh, you watching him again? Yeah, why? Get your ass out of here then. Go home. But see, we done made them too comfortable in our lives and stuff. And now it's going to be a challenge for you. This right here is going to determine your resilience you got in you, Black America. Are you able, do you got the courage in you to stand up for your people now? To stand up for your ancestors now? And to stand up for your children's future now? I ain't talking about standing up for their future tomorrow. I'm talking about now. Right now, today. I know it's 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night, but you get what I'm saying. You right now, whatever time you hear this video, you ought to be thinking to yourself, yeah, I'm going to the library and I'm going to get these books and that book. You know, I'm going to start reading these kitty books to my babies and stuff, you know. You can order Dr. Claude Anderson. This is a good book right here. It's got so many stories in it, y'all. Yeah, once you start reading and stuff and you take over the story, yeah, it'll just captivate your baby's mind and stuff, all the creations. It's I can't even explain it sometimes. If y'all only knew, it made me want to ask all my teachers what the hell. Shit. So how long did I be asking my teachers? So how old was I when you knew that you better follow me? Till I quit school in 11th grade. I need to ask they ass. I would ask them. I sure would with Miss Deborah. You knew how I like to read and stuff. Why you never took me under your wing and said, hey, let's go to the library? Or, or ever give me books to read and stuff. Be like, here, read this book. Be like, here, Face, read this book. Why you didn't do me like that, Miss Deborah? Hell, did you do anybody like that? I mean, but yeah, I try not to be upset with everybody, during my childhood and stuff, because I did make my own decisions and stuff. When I lost that book, oh, honey, I thought everything was glittering. Yeah, sure did, honey. So that's why you got to give your babies their focus back, Black America. Y'all got to give us our focus back. All this bullshit we looking at and stuff, shit, y'all going to wake up one of these years and they going to be like, white people is the new black. Yeah, it seems so fucked up, don't know how white people gonna be the new black. Hell, they already imitating you to the T. Yeah. So they look just like you. Yep, and you, black woman, my sister, look like white folks. Yep, sure do. Till you, be like, damn, you black. Shit, I forgot. I'm looking right at you and thought you was a white woman. I'm just saying, hell, you look like her, you dress like her, you talk like her, you over there breathing like her. Yes, well, what happened was breathing off shallow and stuff. We ain't taking them deep, meaningful breaths like we used to. Yeah, because we fucked up. White America done did a number on us. We so out of it and stuff. I don't even know if we can do this right now. But it don't take a whole lot of us, though. You just got to do your part. I got to do my part. I think it's like, 12%? It might be like 23% now because we so bad. We really bad. We ain't never been this bad that I know of. Black people have it. Against each other, I mean. We ain't never been this bad on each other. Now, honey, it's so much running rampant in this. This got to be like a version of hell, a realm of hell. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Hell, I thought it was just heaven and hell. Shit, I didn't know it was a whole multiverse out there. So, yeah, I refuse to go to heaven with white folks then. That's all I need to know. I got somewhere else I can go. Shit, y'all be like, where's Face? Where's Face? I be jumping over the fence looking at y'all. Y'all, can y'all fly out? Because you go behind them pearly white gates, they going to clip your wings. Jesus and God, they going to clip your wings when you go behind them pearly white gates. Shit, your ass ain't going to be flying no more. Shit, I'm going to be on the other side. Jump up. I'm going to try to grab you. But yeah, it ain't going to be no hope. That's going to be useless. Ain't no back door in heaven. Shit. Did it show a pearly white gate leaving out? No, it just showed the pearly white gates going in. And the white man was standing there with his long, flowy hair. And he had on that long, flowy dress thing, looking like, come to me, black people. And then William Joseph Simmons said that there was a vision of robed men galloping in the sky. See, while you sitting there talking to Jesus and God, so you can get into the gates, the road horsemen, the Klan, they riding way down in the field, but they on their way up to the pearly white gate, see, because they got word that it's some more slaves done came. It's just like here in heaven. Yeah, it's just like in heaven. Heaven is just like earth. It's clouds to us, but over there, when you get over there and they clip your wings, Black America, that's kiting in heaven. You can't go to heaven. You better not take your ass to heaven. Yeah, you can't go to heaven. You're going to have to go to the afterlife where everybody is. I know you probably thinking, what about all of my family and everybody that we know and love and stuff? Trust you, some of them knew. Soon as they got on the other side and saw all that cotton, some of them probably saw the road horsemen galloping on their horses up to the pearly white gates. I don't know how it revealed itself, But everybody ain't in heaven. Yeah, some of them was able to take that detour. My own mama took that detour from heaven. When my mama crossed over there and my cousins and aunties and stuff, I already know they would have came and told me in a dream or something. Face, stop telling black people that. Stop saying that shit, Face. They would have told me. I talk to them all the time. I'd be like, Uncle Jamie, terrible. Is this what you was talking about? Face the nation. Is this what is this what you meant was going to be faced? I guess, But yeah, they haven't said that that's not true. Maybe some pastors gonna come up and try to cuss me out and stuff. I don't know. Hell, I might cuss their ass right back out. Shit, y'all ass is the one that lied to us and told us to go to heaven. I'm just trying to find out the truth. I don't want to send my people to heaven forever and ever and ever with these people right here. It don't make no sense to me. God forgave white people on earth for what he did. For what they did. White women was there too. For what they did to all of our ancestors. I done named some of them. Then you get to heaven and stuff, and he done forgave them again. He done forgave them again. But see, you whole. You a whole person. You not hurt. You not hungry. You get down. So, it's all right. You all right. But you not all right. When is God gonna stand up for you? You mean tell me God gonna make you suffer here and receive no justice? And then when you get to heaven, you still ain't got no justice. Oh, but Face, we won't even know what Carol and Brian did to Emmett Till. Does that make it better that you don't know? Because the Bible do say the dead don't know they dead. But then I think it did say let the dead bury they dead. I don't know. I did get that little Bible. We're going to get one that's a little bigger. I don't think I can read that good. But yeah. So why would you do that? Even if the Bible did say, yeah, we're going to heaven. Heaven is the only way. Oh, it did. Say Jesus is the only way somewhere. But it's not. We got to ask some serious questions here. We ain't going to want to do it. I know. I didn't think it was going to be like this. Hell, I always thought about heaven. I knew I wasn't going to hell. Because hell, I ain't got no wicked heart. I don't be thinking manipulative and how to get over on people, how to use people, how to sabotage people. No, most people don't think like that. And black people don't think like that anyway. That's why we are the harmonizers of the universe. The cosmos don't make no mistakes. Y'all say it yourself. God don't make no mistakes. But see, you only say that when it's for white folks. When it benefit white folk. When it benefit black people, you don't want to say it. That's fucked up to me. I'm just saying. But the copyright disclaimer after all this time, the copyright disclaimer on the 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit, educational, or personal use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. Go on and get that out the way. I should probably just do this first. Should probably just do this first. I just want to read this book right here, honey, and get it on done. Because, Alan, and this book right here was written by Alan D. Grimshaw. Yep, and he did pretty good at first. I can't give him credit for that. He was really neutral. He told a lot about, the trauma that my people have suffered and stuff. Pretty neutral. Yeah, he didn't do a lot of, he didn't do no criticizing and condemning white people, but he wasn't criticizing and criticism and, condemning black people either. But then it got to about right here. That's why we got them right there. Got to about right there. And he flipped the script on me and started saying like he was calling black men the rioters and the criminals. And, so, yeah, I kind of feel some way about his books. But he do got some more books. We probably will be reading them. But if he coming with that attitude and trying to sway the condemnation on the victims, I'm not going to like him. I'm not going to like reading his work. I probably will. I can cuss his ass out, too. But, I feel like for those that have written this and that do be writing this and stuff, if you're going to be telling how it make you feel and stuff for the victim, which is black people. At least tell it about the white folks too. I mean, why make it seem like black men and is just riding and tearing up their own communities and stuff without saying black men are destroyed, have no self-esteem, they unemployed, they living in poverty still, they still traumatized from all the shit that they never got any healing and therapy from, no type of healing or nothing. That's the problem. Black men are still illiterate. They have a problem with reading and learning and taking the test to drive a car. I'm just saying, why not tell why these things happen, these situations exist in the black community and stuff. But he didn't do that. He just started off like, black men just flipped the script and just snapped out on their own communities, on their own people. So yeah, I don't really care for him too much. I do give him credit for writing the book because this is a big book. But let's read. We almost done. We are in the last part. What did we read last? Political violence. No, that's what we on now. Political violence. Yep. Ooh, y'all think we can finish this tonight? Oh, let's do it though. Let's try. Oh, let's get some shout outs too. I know, right? Let's see if I got to cuss anybody ass out before I get started. Because I sure will, honey. Yes. Hey, good day there, Kenny. How you doing, my brother, Anthony? Yeah. Oh, y'all are so intelligent. Wow, look at there. Yeah. Our founders communicated answers you are not allowing. Voice. Huh? Our founders communicated answers you are not allowing voice to as collusions with uses of their words, leaving out what they declassified about that. Maybe find your own way with a sprinkle of the ones before you. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm gonna have to come back through and read this right here. But yeah, I'm here for one thing only, and that's to help Black America. Yeah, that's to heal my people. Yeah. See, Marbury versus Madison. I will. Real justice must satisfy all appearances of real justice. Okay. Well, thank y'all. I sure appreciate y'all presence and your patience, because I know this is a lot. I'm like, wow, do everybody start off with 3-hour videos for real ancestors? 3 hours? Do you know 3 hours is equal to like smoking 10 cigarettes? Sitting down is equal to like smoking 10 cigarettes. It's bad for you. You're supposed to be up, moving around and stuff. I'm like, wow, ancestors make it a little short and stuff. Other folks got like, 1 hour videos, even 2 hour videos. But yeah, I ain't complaining though. I don't want to, they be shut the hell up, say shit and read, So let me read. Let's read. Next stage is political violence. There is reason to believe that the mechanisms for preventing and controlling escalating rioting can be improved in the United States. A number of concrete proposals for strengthening social control by police and military units are described below, some of which were partially being implemented by local authorities after the Newark and Detroit experiences. Many measures will require federal intervention and federal assistance. Also now, now they ass is so willing to bring in the police and the military on Black men. Yeah, but in through all of this, they would not call in the police. They would not call in the military. Not for the white mobs. No, not for the white mobs. Not ever. And the few times that they did call in the military, they came in and gave the white mob the guns and the ammunition. Yep, they sure did. It was in Kentucky. That was in racial violence in Kentucky. We're going to read some of these books again, on in our journey and stuff, just because I want to know some things about them as we're reading. But it's just like, wow, All of a sudden, yeah, Brink, pull out all the stock for black folks. Because see, white folks realize and they accept that white folks can snap. White folks out. White folks can snap out on black people collectively. I mean, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 at one time. At one time, like it did happen. And the military ain't called in. The police ain't called in. It went on. It went on. And on and on and on. But once black men started standing up and fighting for themselves, defending themselves, oh, now we got to call in the military. Yeah, now we got to call in the big boys. That's how it is. That's how it turned out to be. That's what I'm saying, you know. Maybe when we all start reading together, y'all be like, no, that ain't how it happened. Face, this is what it was. But for now, you know, there's also reason to believe that the socioeconomic position of the Negro in American society will continue to improve, especially as federal programs of assistance become more effective. However, expected changes in the socioeconomic position of the Negro during the period from 1967 to 1968, or from 1967 to 1970, and even from 1967 to 1972, do not lead to an estimate that social tensions will decline so drastically that problems of social control will become minor. In fact, in our open society, it is necessary to realize that the present commodity riots bear a parallel to the outbursts of militancy in the trade union movement in the 1930s, which displayed their vigor not during the depth of the Depression, but during 1936 and 1937, a period of halting but increasing prosperity. That's what it said. Thus, the likelihood of destruction on the level of Newark and Detroit declines, although the escalated riot remains a possibility in any area of heavy Negro population concentration. Likewise, as Negro enclaves, or enclaves, enclaves, as Negro enclaves develop in suburban areas, forms of communal riots between Negroes and whites become a reality in these areas for the first time. As the increased capacity of law enforcement officers to contain and repress communal rioting, communal, C-O-M-M-U-N-A-L, communal rioting was accompanied by a transformation of the patterns of violence. So the increased ability of the police and military formations to repress escalated riots foretells a new transformation in urban racial violence. The signs are clear. In the process of conflict and adjustment, not only do law enforcement institutions change their tactics, but elements in the Negro population learn to modify their behavior. Oh, okay. Wow. Really? So we compromising with them some more. We learn to modify our behavior. Let's see. Escalated rioting and the rioting of commodity and the rioting of commodity looting appears to be giving way to more specific, more premeditated, and more regularized uses of force. It is as if the rioters learned the lesson emphasized in the mass media, that mass destruction achieves no tangible benefits. Now see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. See? When he say it is as if the rioters, he talking about black men. He might well say it is as if the black men learned the lesson emphasized in the mass media that mass destruction achieves no tangible benefits. Yeah. Because he ain't talking about white folks. He ain't mentioned not one time how white folks went and destroyed black communities and black towns and stuff. How white folks went and would burn the whole school down, the whole jailhouse down to get one man. Other men be in the jail too. Yeah, the white mob go to the jail. They want that one man. You don't send that one man out, they'll burn the whole jailhouse down. The other prisoners in the jail were saying, send him out. They were getting mad at the prisoners and stuff, telling that prisoner, man, they want your ass. Man, send his ass out there, man. Get your ass out of here. They're going to kill all of us. Yeah, because the mob, they were ruthless. But Alan ain't told nothing about all that and stuff. It's just like that was just a walk in the park. You know, I was walking in the park and I saw a red bird and a bluebird together on a branch, and I took a picture. Made it seem so blasé like that about when white folks was doing their trauma and terrorizing. Yeah, but now all of a sudden and stuff, you know, he want to give the rioting and all the negativity to black folks. And ain't even said what's wrong with black folks and stuff. Yeah, I don't like his writing. I don't. They're going to tell the truth about it. He might as well just say black folks. It is almost appropriate to describe these outbursts as political violence or political terror. It is not inaccurate to describe this shift as one from expressive outbursts to a more instrumental use of violence. The participants are likely to be persons who have taken part in previous outbursts. There's an element of organization, at least to the extent that activists are concerned with personal survival, and avoidance of the police. There's an element of organization to the extent that the target seems to be selected and the patterns repeated for a specific purpose. The local school is a particular target. The form of violence can be the harassment of a group of white school teachers active in union work, an assault on teacher picket lines during a strike, or a small-scale outburst at the neighborhood schoolyard with sniper fire against the police, which involves a mimeographed appeal and members of a youth gang. See, he's talking about black folks. He is talking about black folks. You would think, if you started reading this book from right there, you would think all of this was talking about black violence. You would, I would think all of this right here is talking about black violence. If I'd start reading it from when he started flipping the script. Well, let's read though. Yep, it's a lesson to be learned though, ain't it? Yep. Housing projects, especially integrated housing projects, are repeatedly subject to rifle fire and firebombing. Negro policemen are harassed. These incidents are created for the purpose of developing solidarity in local gangs and in paramilitary groups. The object seems to be to establish a vague political presence. Conspiratorial overtones are involved, and the assaults spill over against social agencies and local political leaders. The line between random outbursts and these forms of political violence or political terror is difficult to draw. However, these outbursts often take place with the explicit appeal of black power. Traditional youth gang activities in the Negro community develop more of a conscious political orientation, and their leaders openly speak of organized force leading to political action. When, honey, we should have just crashed the whole motherfucking political bird. How about that? Should have just crashed the whole damn bird. Yep. We don't want to get on the left wing. We don't want to get on the right wing. We want to get off. That's what Black America should have did. But I digress. It is almost as if, one, we're dealing with a form of defiance politics. As these activities increase and become institutionalized, they supply a new power base in the Negro community. In the past, the rackets and the periphery of the political party organizations made use of violence to extract a financial toll from slum communities. These groups confined violent outbursts to the maintenance of the flow of economic privilege. Practitioners of political violence and political terror are now more open in advocating violence and opposition to the larger society. The Black Panther Party, all of those that were Black Power. Is that who they talking about? Is this who Allen done snuck in his book? Maybe I'm just thinking too much. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. But let's read. Because, honey, it sure seemed to me like when all of a sudden he talking about black power. When we talking about the violence that we started talking about the violence that white folk were doing, ain't we talking about racial violence in the United States against black people? And now he done flipped the whole script and stuff. Yeah, if I started from here, honey, I wouldn't even know he was talking about white folk beating up and beating the fuck out of black folks, I would not have known. Yeah, we got to tell our own stories, honey. In the past, the rackets and the periphery of the political party organizations made use of violence to extract a financial toll from slum communities. These groups confined violent outbursts to the maintenance of the flow of economic privilege. Practitioners of political violence and political terror are now more open in advocating violence and opposition to the larger society. It represents an effort to achieve goals much broader and vaguer than those of the racketeer. There are crude ideological overtones and especially a desire to carry violence into the white community. Ain't that a bitch? Do you hear what his ass? Wow, Alan. It would be very difficult to contain such disruptions. The toll is small at a given point and therefore does not produce a violent public reaction. The tactics and organizational plans are more secret, and only surveillance and covert penetration supplies an effective technique of management. The emerging forms are those of a combination of a conspiratorial and predatory gang and a paramilitary unit. Toward the constabulary function. Yeah, constabulary. Constabulary. I don't know. I think they were like constabulary, but I just got to say constabulary. I don't know how you pronounce the word. You know, I've never seen it before until I read this book. Any analysis of the steps that need to be taken to cope with contemporary forms of urban racial violence must take into account the historical fact that the American law enforcement system, deeply influenced by British institutions, did not develop a middle level of a national police force for the control of civil disorder. Moreover, the United States relied on a decentralized and locally controlled police, even more decentralized than the British system. A popular government did not require, at least in theory, a national police force such as the gendarmerie, 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 in France and Italy, to enforce the authority of the central government over the opposition of the local population. In reality, the United States has had extensive civil disorder throughout its history, and the country had to find its equivalent to a national police force. The state militia has mainly served this purpose. This issue was of pressing importance before the Civil War in the southern states, where local police forces were backed up by the state militia in order to maintain slavery. See, let me read that again. In reality, the United States has had extensive civil disorder throughout its history, and the country had to find its equivalent to a national police force. The state militia has mainly served this purpose. This issue was of pressing importance before the Civil War in the southern states, where local police forces were backed up by the state militia in order to maintain slavery. After the Civil War, the organizing effects of the labor unions and radical political groups supplied the focal point of unrest and armed intervention. The state guards assumed this task with increasing reliance on federal troops. The mass rioting in northern and border states after the period of World War I broadened the task of National Guard and federal troops. The reliance on National Guard units as an equivalent of a national police force was generally an unfortunate necessity, although, as mentioned above, variation in the level of performance was and continues to be tremendous. That's what it says. State militia units and later National Guard units were organized to be mobilized both for domestic and for national defense purposes. But in effect, the federal military function was seen as the overriding one. Their training and operational code fitted this objective. Thus, the National Guard fell between the horns of a dilemma. As a defense arm, it has to be criticized for its recruitment practices and level of military readiness. On the other hand, it did not develop an effective police outlook and an acceptable tradition in this regard. The result has been that in both labor disputes and in race riots, federal troops have performed with high levels of effectiveness, not because of their specialized training for the task, but because of generally higher organizational effectiveness. The adaptation of local police forces, National Guard units, and federal armed forces to the control of urban violence must articulate with the basis format of federalism on which American political institutions rest. In my view, on the basis of technical and organizational considerations, this country requires a metropolitan regional, they said metropolitan dash regional police force system, which will relate to actual urban population concentration. That means everybody gonna be watching your ass, Black America. But the notion of a metropolitan slash regional police system is completely incompatible with the realities and advantages of the existing federal system. Law enforcement will continue to be organized on a municipal, county, state, and federal level, and an appropriate division of labor between between these elements is required. Ooh, do y'all know who finna replace the police? And don't it seem like now it's finna upgrade from the military and the police to the robots? Yeah, that's gonna be the next level. I'm like, damn, did we skip somebody? I mean, did they skip somebody? Yeah, because now we've been a whole new. Wow, this is fucked up, ain't it? Let's read. And this right here ain't even mentioning. But knowing that it's happening, it's I wonder is it gonna mention anything about upgrading the police or something? Probably in one of these books, they're gonna slip up and mention it. In the Detroit difficulties, federal troops were not deployed on the basis of the request of state and local authorities alone, but only after the presidential representative had personally inspected the battlefront and certified to the need for federal troops. Realistically, the office of the president is struggling to avoid premature commitment of federal troops whenever local authorities feel under pressure. But the credibility of swift federal intervention must be maintained as an essential element of riot control. If federal forces are to be committed only after a federal representative certifies to their need, it becomes essential that there be a procedure for making this possible without delay. Delay not only is unwise from the point of view of the mechanics of riot control, but also creates bitterness and recriminations, which could only weaken political consensus. Therefore, it seems essential that the federal government have a representative in each major metropolitan center who can serve as a federal listening post. This function could be assigned to an existing federal officer, such as the federal marshal. The National Guard has been under pressure to integrate its forces, but with few positive results. By contrast, United States Army commanders have recognized that a racial balance involves positive personnel recruitment policies, training and educational programs, plus equality of opportunity. While federal forces move toward increased integration, the National Guard resists it. In fact, it operated as a haven for those who wish to avoid integration. Informally, it excluded Negroes. Yeah, that was your National Guard. Whoa. Thus, the essential question is whether the Department of the Army possesses sufficient power in setting standards to achieve meaningful integration. Perhaps new legislation is required, but the crux of the issue rests in the application of existing powers of the federal government over National Guard units. It is clear that where integration of the Negro into the National Guard has taken place, it has been the result of state and local political leadership. Integration has been achieved in metropolitan centers where mayors and governors have sought to exercise supervision over the practice of their National Guard rather than to let existing mechanisms of command exert organizational inertia. In seeking to improve training, the new issue in control of escalated riots is preparation for the elimination of sniper and gunfire. Training in counter-sniper fire is required for all National Guard and federal troop units, and for specialized units of the local police. The better general training that these personnel have, the stronger their group cohesion and the more effective their command structure, the less likely they are to engage in indiscriminate firefights. Specifically, they need realistic training in sharpshooting and precision firing. Whenever possible, they need experience under simulated conditions. Improved police practice to deal with escalated riots requires the deployment of senior officers in the field, especially men with long experience and mature judgment. Under the constabulary concept, the bayonet would be eliminated. The bayonet in the American military is a strange example of the power of tradition. The United States Armed Forces have placed greater emphasis on the bayonet than have most major powers. In fact, the bayonet is a symbolic effort to maintain the distinctiveness of the military from civilian occupations and professions. In any case, the bayonet is completely useless as an instrument of riot control and the management of civil disorder. As a device for separating hostile groups or controlling mobs, it has some of the impact of a police dog in that it produces counter effects that are not desired. Instead, riot control forces require helmets, water hose equipment, batons, wicker shields, and the like. They must opt for a minimum use of force if they are to achieve their goals effectively and quickly. If the riot involves gunfire, trained counter-sniper tactics are required as, as described above, not display of the ceremonial bayonet. In each case, the emphasis is on a selective response and a concern with the minimum application of force. The response of some police departments to engage in widespread arming of their personnel with rifles or to plan to procure armed personnel vehicles does not appear to be appropriate. The constabulary approach to riot control also requires extensive and ever-widening gun control and widespread disarmament programs. Local city ordinances can immediately eliminate the dangers of the acquisition of guns by looting. This can be accomplished by the requirement that all types of guns be rendered inoperative while being stored for sale. Local and state ordinances are required to develop effective gun control, but fundamentally, comprehensive federal legislation is needed. 4 years after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, no such legislation has been passed, and prospects for this action appears to be increasing only gradually. The symbolic and moral significance of any type of gun control legislation should not be overlooked. It might well be possible to take the first steps of concentrating on heavy automatic weapons and making their possession illegal. The likelihood of effective gun control legislation would probably increase if clear recognition were given to the need to develop alternative institutions for dealing with the desires of the public to engage in hunting and various types of target practice. Public shooting galleries for target shooters could be established in urban areas where owners could store their rifles and pistols. The main outlines of adapting police and law enforcement agencies to the requirements of escalated riots are therefore beginning to be recognized. Yet the question remains whether these professional developments are adequate to meet emerging requirements of urban racial violence. There can be no doubt that they will contribute to some degree of containment of political violence and selected terror, especially as they contribute to the general effectiveness of the police. But police forces, like military formations, constantly run the risk of preparing to wage the last battle over again. Conspiratorial violence requires surveillance, both overt and covert. Such control requires counterintelligence procedures. The more secret and cohesive the group, the greater the problems of intelligence penetration. Did you see that? Wow. There's considerable hope on the basis of experience to date that many of the paramilitary groups will break into factions and their operational code become quickly known to law enforcement agencies. If not, the task will become extremely difficult. It bodes ill when it is necessary to rely on covert operators. The control of secret operations is at best difficult. For the United States, it is more difficult. You can look at Blackstock, 1964, if you want to. The task becomes even more complex and troublesome when these surveillance agencies develop the conception, as they often do, that to collect information is not enough. They begin to believe that they must act as active agents. Yeah. Oh, they begin to believe that they must act as active agents of control, particularly in spreading distrust within these organizations. The task becomes endless if the operators play a game without an end or develop an interest in maintaining the groups whom they are supposed to be monitoring. Infiltration. And they talking about infiltration. Wow. Whoa, Alan. Yeah, we're going to have to reread this again sometime in the future. His ass sure seemed to be talking about infiltration. I digress. Let's read. Yeah, I think we're going to finish this tonight because I done had enough of his ass. I done had enough of his ass too. I sure have, honey. Yeah, I wonder how much is they going to tell about the infiltrating. Yeah, I'm just saying. Shit, we can learn some stuff from them. Y'all all probably find out, damn, that's what they doing. And go home. Sabrina, get your ass out now. Here, get your clothes, get your shoes. Here, I want you to get all your shit and get your ass up out of here. I'm just saying, how deep does it go? And he still ain't mentioned nothing about the trauma to black folks, but he talking about other trauma and terror, what it political violence and political terror. Ooh, honey, we should have jumped the hell off that political bird. I know that. The import of the mass media. Oh, the mass media. Must be talking about the white newspapers. You remember how they did in Kentucky? All the white newspapers, honey, will let it be known that a white woman was hurt, injured, beat, raped, killed, whatever, and a black man is being looked for. We hunt him down. When they get that black man, honey, they update it in all the newspapers. Black man found. Lynching in 5 days. Honey, they give white people time to come walking, running, crawling, pushing their wheelchairs, even pregnant white women. They waddle their ass 10, 15 miles to the lynching. Everybody came to look at the lynching. They were like carnivals. The lynchings was like carnivals. That's what it said right there for who's that, John Hartfield? That's what it said for John Hartfield. I wrote it down word for word. It said the atmosphere was of a carnival-like get together. That's what it said. White kids was in the trees and stuff. While they had John Hartfield hanging and stuff, they were dismembering him, cutting him up, cutting off his fingers and toes and stuff, cutting off the ear, because white folk like, bring me back a toe, bring me a pinky. Bring me a pinky, They would bring that home. So white kids was in the trees looking. White folk done help their baby climb in the tree and sit right there on that limb, and you can watch everything. And then we sit there and think that they actually are different. 10,000 people was at John Hartfield's. 10,000 white people was at John Hartfield's at his lynching. Yep. It was the most calculated, y'all, well publicized, fair-like lynching. Yeah, fair like a fair, a carnival with the roller coaster and, all of them rides and stuff and the music, and then you smell the cotton candy and stuff. White folks acted like the lynching was that. So, when you be at the carnival this summer and stuff, I want you to think about that and take your ass home. Think about it. If you must, buy your ass a candy apple or maybe some cotton candy. Take your ass home. Just go home. Even though the roller coaster was built by a black man. Yeah, it was built by a black man, but we done. You know, yeah, we're gonna have to get our enjoy the simple things in life again. We ain't got no business there and stuff. Yeah, don't even spend your time out there and stuff. Yeah, you just spending money anyway, shit. But yeah, that was John Hartfield, y'all. Hartfield. And the white kids was in the tree. And then Jeff Brown bumped into a white lady. Probably lost his footing. They lynched Jeff. For bumping into a white lady. Jesse Thornton, he didn't tell some white man, yes, sir. And they lynched him in 1940. Yep. So did, honey. And that was Willie James Howard. 15-year-old Willie, y'all. They lynched Willie and threw him in the Suwannee River because he gave a little white girl a Christmas card that he had made. White folks. And then to read all this right here and stuff, now let's see what he's going to talk about mass media. Yeah, I know I'm finna read through it and stuff. I talk too much and stuff, but I got to say something while we reading it. Yeah. I'll probably at one point get to where I ain't going to share my views and stuff on it. But hell, damn it, Allen switched the script. And shit, it was bad enough reading what they did. But yeah, for him to turn around and just act like it's all for nothing. Black folks just crazy as hell. Black folks just doing stuff. And not even saying what's wrong with black people. What's wrong with white folks? That's what I want to know. Shit. The import of the mass media. The mass media both reflect the values of the larger society, and at the same time, they agents of change and devices. And at the same time, are agents of change and devices for molding tastes and values. See, the media always fucking your mind up. That's what it means. Yep, that's what it means. Yep, the mass media both reflects the values of the larger society, what everybody want, white folks. And at the same time, the mass media, they are agents of change and devices for molding tastes and values. How to market to a Negro. There you go. How to market to the Negro. Yep, the newspaper and the TV, the radio too. Yeah, they all cater to you. How to market to you. All they got to do is say new Jordan's coming out. You gone. Yep. All they got to do is say and put that picture in your head of a new Cadillac, candy red. Yep, you want it. That's the media for us, though. It is a complete task to discern their impact, since they are at the same time both cause and effect. Controversies about the mass media focus primarily on the issue of their contribution to crime and delinquency and to an atmosphere of lawlessness. Among social sciences, it is generally agreed that consequences of the mass media are secondary as compared with the influence of family, technology, and the organizational structures of modern society. Two separate but closely linked issues require attention. What? First, what are the consequences of the mass media with its high component of violence on popular attitudes towards authority and on conditioning and acceptance of violence in social relations? Second, what have been the specific consequences of the manner in which the mass media have handled escalated rioting since the period of Watts? In my judgment, the cumulative evidence collected by social scientists over the last 30 years has pointed to a discernible but limited negative impact on the media on social values and on personal controls required to inhibit disposition into aggressive actions. Other students of the same data have concluded that their impact is so small as to not warrant intervention. In part, the research methodology limited more definitive results. In a democratic society, the content of mass media must be determined by self-regulation. But there is reason to believe that the United States could be a more effectively integrated society if popular features on violence and crime were drastically reduced. In achieving such an objective, government agencies, especially those charged with regulating radio and television, have a positive and facilitating role to play. A long-range objective is to make effective and positive use of the mass media to strengthen democratic values. It is also necessary to assess the coverage of the riots themselves by television and the impact of this coverage on social control. While there are no adequate statistical studies, it appears that the contemporary coverage of racial violence conforms to the crime wave pattern. The national crisis produced by escalated riots warranted massive coverage according to existing standards of mass media performance. Oh, so white folks didn't use white violence, white mob violence. Didn't even mention the horror of it like they did black folks. They went all out with their news on black folks, you know, when black folks went off and tore up their own communities and stuff, or whatever the reason was. White folks filmed it and put it on TV. Well, look at this. This is what they do. But when white folks came into black communities and did it and stuff, no one took pictures and put it in the news and stuff like that. They did for their enjoyment. But see, that was for their enjoyment. That wasn't to look at them pictures that they were taking and stuff in them postcards that they were taking, like we just saw Willie Brown. That was a postcard. They would use that as a postcard, Christmas postcard, and send it to family in another state. But see, that right there was like entertainment for white folks. That was like entertainment for them. This is just some crude ass shit. It's just anti-life to me. It is just so anti-life to me. But let's read. We're almost done with this anyway. However, the result had a secondary effect of bringing into the scope of coverage violent events which would not have been reported under normal circumstances. Likewise, the media have been criticized for imbalance in coverage and for not adequately reporting successful accomplishments in police and law enforcement agencies. Knowledge of the riot would spread in any case, but immediate, extensive, and detailed coverage both speeds up the process and gives it a special reality. Yeah, because the media. But immediate, extensive, and detailed coverage. See, when black folks were riding and stuff, for whatever the reason, police brutality, poverty, whatever their demand was, their issue was, white folks filmed it by detail. It just said right here, detailed coverage. He ain't talking about white folks. He ain't been talking about white folks for a while now. He talking about black people. And that's what you see on TV. That's why today we can look at the news. 6 o'clock news. Who was that said? Was that Dick Gregory? Say you turn on the 6 o'clock news on any channel, and bet you're going to see black folks as the 6 o'clock news on front page right there. That's what it's saying right here. Detailed coverage, knowledge of the riot, any riot. It's going to spread anywhere about the riot. But immediate, extensive, and detailed coverage both speeds up the process and gives it a special reality. Now, it's going to speed it up. People going to get it like wildfire. But the special reality that is going to give to people, white people, is that black people are dangerous. Black people burn down their own. Black people are dangerous to you. That's what it says. That's the special reality. It ain't telling them that the special reality is that y'all done fucked up and you ain't never took care of black people like you were supposed to. Then they wouldn't be feeling like this, feeling neglected, feeling rejected, feeling used and abused, feeling ignored, feeling cheated. And that ain't the special reality his ass talking about. Nah, when he said detailed coverage, immediate, extensive detailed coverage. That means soon as they get there, soon as they pull up and open that door, she holler out, I'm rolling, and they start filming everything. And that's why you see them on the news now talking, I'm live at, I'm live at Cambridge Hill or whatever the fuck. And that's how they do. That's how they've always done the media. That's why I've been telling y'all, and I knew it too, as soon as I had to do it. Find you some black media. Find you some black media. It's going to take some time to get used to it and to get acclimated to listening to us. But once you do, it's just something you got to learn. It's different. It's something you got to learn. The same way you sit there and watch the same old Price is Right. Find yourself a little small video and just get used to watching them small videos, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Then you escalate to 30 minutes. Then before you know it, you listening to hour-long documentaries, but you learning so much. And see, that right there is going to start to take root. You know, that seed is going to start being planted, and it's going to be easy for you. You know, I'm just saying, give yourself a chance. I'm just saying. Shit is telling you right there how they using the media on us. We're going to find some more shit on this media because, yeah, they ass ain't right. How the hell? Shit, they ass ought to be making some amends too now. I'm just saying. The media can be making amends too. On balance, I will argue that these images serve to reinforce predispositions to participate and even legitimate participation. To generate mass media coverage, especially television coverage, becomes an element in the motivation of the rioters. To generate mass media coverage, for real. The sheer ability of the rioters to command mass media attention is an ingredient in developing legitimacy. Oh, is they still talking about the Panthers? Mm-hmm. The riots and their presentation in the mass media have had a profound, if difficult to determine, impact on public opinion towards the civil rights movement. Within the Negro community, there is no reason to believe that the riots and their aftermath have produced a widespread radicalization of opinion and mass basing for support of extremist or Black Power leadership. Even though these events have given a sense of accomplishment to such leaders and their immediate followers, national opinion polls are perhaps not a completely adequate instrument for measuring political sentiment, but on national polls, the overwhelming bulk of the Negro population reject the leaders and the strategy of direct violence. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's still talking about the Black Panther. Wow, Alan. Dang. All right. Y'all, this right here might be it for today, because look, this right here is another section. Yeah. Called Government and Social Violence, the Complexity of Guilt. Now, who the hell is guilty? Who the hell is guilty? Government and social violence, the complexity of guilt. We'll see. All right, let's read and finish this up then. Yep, we'll be able to process this real easy tonight. Since the end of World War I, since the end of World War II, the mass media have been helping to modify the imagery of the Negro and thereby weaken the prejudice symbolism. The advances of the Negro in economic, social, and political life have supplied a basis by which the mass media could project a more realistic and more favorable picture of the Negro. The reason and moral arguments in defense of racial equality by Negro and white leaders supply the basis for extensive editorial commentary in the mass media. Mass media images of the Negro were enhanced by the role of Negro troops in the Korean conflict and by the increasing presentation of the Negro as policemen. Regardless of Negro leadership opinions on the war in South Vietnam, the Negro soldiers' war has served to modify, in a positive direction, the image of the Negro in both white and Negro communities. The early phase of the civil rights movement, with its emphasis on orderly and controlled demonstrations, served also to alter the symbolism of the Negro from that of a weak, powerless figure. The climax of this phase of change, as presented by the mass media, was the dramatic events of the March on Washington led by Martin Luther King. Wow. All right. Martin did it. It went from the Black Panthers to Martin. Boy, I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, we might need to stick with his books for a little bit longer. And see who else his ass gonna be talking about bringing up. I'm just saying. As an event in the mass media, it was unique. The national media were focused on a predominantly Negro assemblage moving in an orderly and powerful fashion. In a real sense, it was a symbolic incorporation of the Negro into American society because of the heavy emphasis on religion and the setting in the nation's capital. Wow. Wow, religion got you right on in the door, didn't it? That's what it said. In the real sense, it was a symbolic incorporation of the Negro into American society because of the heavy emphasis on religion and the setting in the nation's capital. But religion was the symbolic getting you in the door. Religion was the key to unlock the door. You finally took religion, after it was forced on our ancestors. And when Martin came along and stuff, and they seen that Martin wasn't a threat, Martin wasn't telling us, don't you let a motherfucker slap you. So Martin wasn't really a threat to them and stuff. Some folks said that Martin, knew exactly what they was doing. I don't think he did. I think he was that gullible. Yeah. Hell, we all were. But yeah, let's read. The national media, as an event in the mass media, it was unique. The national media was focused on a predominantly Negro assemblage moving in an orderly and powerful fashion. In a real sense, it was a symbolic incorporation of the Negro into American society because of the heavy emphasis on religion and the setting in the nation's capital. Yeah, it just said it right there. Heavy emphasis on religion. Only when the mass media operate with standards of performance which reflect the satisfactory content of interracial contacts can they be said to be filling their social responsibility. Only when the mass media operate with standards of performance which reflect the satisfactory content of interracial contacts can they be said to be filling their social responsibility. Oh, that's deep. At the moment, in the guise of reporting the news, they present a most distorted image of social reality. In particular, they are searching for evidence of conspiratorial action rather than explaining the dynamics of rioting. Moreover, the mass media need to develop techniques of reporting which disseminate the essential news, but yet do not serve to weaken patterns of social control or to legitimate resort to violence. Effective social control involves a delicate balance of a wide range of institutions: the family, the school, religious organizations, and voluntary associations. The goal of such control in a political democracy is to enhance the personal competence and personal control of the individual. The goal of social control in a political democracy is to enhance the personal competence and personal control of the individual. Racial equality, if it is to be more I think they coming. Let's just give some shout outs. Because we got like 4 sentences. We got like 4 sentences, honey. Hey, good day, 100. Oh, none madness. I know you ain't brought your ass up in here with that bullshit. Now, who sent your motherfucking ass up in here? 150 this morning. You done brought your ass up in here talking crazy. None madness. Your ass is all madness. You mad too? Your ass is pissed off because white folks being exposed. Why you bring your ass up in here with this shit? This late in the game anyway. You probably done been all over the motherfucking internet trying to find somebody to bully too. Your motherfucking ass and the last dude. Get y'all punk asses out of here because you ain't talking about nothing. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing y'all weak ass motherfuckers got to say. Okay? Your ass. You go talk to your people and ask they motherfucking asses why they didn't tell you the truth. That's why you can't sit and hear it. Your ass gonna be the very one that's finna get all of these consequences for what your people done did. Because you sitting up here still roaming the internet. You ain't even got no motherfucking picture up either, do you? With your old coward ass. Stay off of my page and stuff, okay? That's all I got to say to you. That's all I got to say. All you had to do was set your ass right there and don't even say nothing. You didn't even have to let folks know your ass is in here. You didn't have to let nobody know your ass is in here. And now you over there feeling like somebody done fucked you up because you learned about what your ancestors done did. Your ass didn't know? Go get the book yourself. Hell, go look in your attic. Look in your people's basement, non-madness, and see what the fuck they got in there hiding and shit, because that's where everything is at. Go on and bring it out and expose it, because y'all ass got to do some healing. Y'all asses got to do some motherfucking healing. Let me maximize this, because I know your name now. And the rest of y'all, I love y'all too, and now you know I be talking to y'all. But back to you, none. Back to your motherfucking ass. I hope you're gone, but if you ain't, this right here is to you. I ain't even gonna type your name in there. You need to take your ass somewhere and learn. You need to learn all about your people. I'm pretty sure you one of them. Yeah, I don't know. Is one of these right here your uncles or something? Because for you to come up in here with that bullshit and think you doing something, you ain't bullying nobody. You ain't bullying nobody. It's too many damn books. It's too many books. Your ass ought to have one and be reading it. You ought to, none. Why the fuck you going around from channel to channel trying to bully black people for telling the truth for what your white people have done? For what your people have done. If your ass ain't white, what the fuck you doing here? Huh? If you black, what the fuck you doing here, none? If you're another group of people, what the fuck are you doing here? Because we're going to find out what your folks did to my people. I'm going to find out what your people did. See, we just starting about white folks right here. But see, all of y'all asses thinking like white folks. You know, you ain't got no reason to be here. Take your ass on somewhere. You ain't wanted here. I'll cuss your ass out myself. I don't need nobody to cuss your ass out because you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't have your motherfucking ass up in here talking about this crazy ass old lady. I'll call the sun and burn all y'all asses up, but I'm not. Cosmic energy gonna get y'all ass anyway. Sure wills, honey. You know, all of it. Ain't no need being scared and mad at us because shit is being exposed. Y'all motherfuckers supposed to be mad at your people. Shit, how the hell you gonna be mad at us? See, that's just like white folks. That's just like white folks. Oh, yeah, we feel good. I feel good as long as I can kick y'all ass, Black America. As long as we can run all over y'all. But oh, no, you can't stand up. No, lay your ass back down there. That's how white folks are. You know, I'm about sick of y'all motherfuckers. I know one thing. Black America don't go to heaven with white folks. You better take your ass to the afterlife. Do not take your ass to heaven with white folks. You better start doing some serious soul searching, Black America. That's all I got to say to you. I'm tired of telling y'all asses. Y'all act like y'all don't see these motherfuckers out here. You see them? You see them. Hell, it ain't like I'm just calling out for white folks and haters or whoever the fuck these folks. As far as I know, hell, you might be Sophia. Your ass might be Sophia. You know, that's all right for Sophia too. Yeah, because cosmic energy, honey, can deal with that right there. Yeah, you know, yeah, all of this bullshit. Don't come for me. Don't even come on my channel with that bullshit. With your old punk ass like you told, what you told the dude from last night. I'll go on there. I'll set her straight. You can't set a motherfucking thing straight here. Take your bitch ass on somewhere and bother somebody else. Hell, I'm not bothering your ass. I don't even know you. I don't even recognize your name. But then you're going to come up in here and call me crazy ass. And your motherfucking ass the one want black people to believe all these bullshit ass lies. You want black people to still trust y'all motherfuckers. And then you really want us to believe and think some more that we going to heaven with y'all. And I'm about to tell my people, myself, don't take your ass to heaven with white folks. All they motherfucking ass crazy. Showing the fuck here, they gonna clip your wings soon as you step on inside them pearly white gates. Now let's read, because we're going to finish this right here. Then we're going to read about another state and see where the fuck is none at. Yeah, this probably his granddaddy that was in this book. That's why you popped up. That was one of your granddaddies. Shit. Y'all asses, no. Have black babies. Please, have black babies. Let's read and finish this chapter right here. Shit. This analysis has focused on the police and the mass media. Oh, what I missed. The goal of social control in a political democracy is to enhance the personal confidence and personal control of the individual. It say to enhance, but I don't think so. That quite something enhancing, if that's what you call enhancing. But I don't call it enhancing. Hell, we ain't enhanced nothing. And they haven't let us enhance nothing. No, yeah. Racial equality, if it is to be more than mechanical compliance, oh, wow, must make use of personal controls and individual decisions. This analysis has focused on the police and the mass media. It is an error to think of them as institutions whose inherent operations weaken personal controls. Their effective management can directly contribute to strengthening such controls or to easing the conditions for effective contributions by other institutions. Well, I guess. Well, we about to finish this book right here, man. These folks got a whole, all kind of scams on our asses. We can't even begin. Honey, your ass ain't no hothead like you thought you was, black people. Shit, honey. Malcolm said you can't never be the biggest thief, the biggest murderer. Hell, white man already got that. Shit, you might as well go back to being the black man, protect your family, your home, and learn your history. That's what you need to do, black America. Shit, white America ain't gonna never be happy unless they getting over on us. That's their joy. That's white America's joy. Getting over on black America. Tell it, it's the truth. Ain't no need in lying to us no more. Ain't no need in lying to us no more and stuff. And don't y'all let these motherfuckers that come up in your face and shit on your channel and telling you that you shouldn't be teaching your people what we need to know. Because you should. When we know they motherfucking asses is out there still hunting black people. Black men. What? Them black men ain't even bothering y'all asses. Brother wasn't bothering nobody. Hell, he was actually there to get a job. He was there to get a job. Y'all asses, the rest of the world ain't even trying to be concerned about nothing we done been through and stuff. And the rest of the world know white people ain't even changed. The rest of America know white folks have not changed towards us. We the only ones that don't know. I'm about sick of that bullshit. Hell, y'all gonna have to say y'all ass scared. Yeah, if you're scared, say you're scared. Shit, somebody will let you get behind them. Shit, you ain't got to be on the front lines. Everybody ain't going to be on the front lines anyway. Everybody, we already know this. Stop acting like white folks are the overall for our very surviving. Shit, y'all keep their motherfucking ass thinking that they supreme. And shit, they not supreme. They are not supreme, honey. They asses is motherfucking jealous. They green. That's what the hell they are. But yeah, let's get on up out of here. Yeah, let's read us some goodness. Because that motherfucker brought his ass up in here. I'll be glad I ain't sleeping. Yeah, I know he probably finna go change his name, old punk ass. But yeah, y'all, keep some gratitude, y'all. Keep you some gratitude with you always. Because one thing for certain, when you talking about your ancestors, you teaching your people, I don't know, I guess I could have been reading a little simple book like this right here. Freedom Train. Harriet Tubman, the story of Harriet Tubman. And it's just reading our history itself. Who was that said we're trying to figure out what was wrong with white America about black people? And then they were like, oh, black people are not the problem. It's just that white people don't like black people presence. They can't stand our presence. But why the fuck did you enslave us? Why the hell do you stay up under us if you can't stand our presence? Well, I guess as that old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah, they're strange people, ain't they? Yeah. Gratitude shields you from negativity. All that bullshit that be coming at you and stuff, honey, you can thank your ancestors. Just wash it right on out your back. Cuss a motherfucker out and keep right on going. Yeah, that's all I got to say. It'll make you feel good. It make me feel very good when I cuss a motherfucker out. It do. I ain't even going to be thinking about none. After this right here, I'm just glad I cussed his ass out. You damn right, face, cuss you out. I sure will. I sure will, honey. Yep. But anyway, gratitude shields you from all that negativity. Yeah. Gratitude makes you at least 25% happy. Make you at least 25% happy. Now, if you going through some things, you're sad, you're stressed out, you might be a little depressed or whatever, it'll probably make you 10%, maybe 15% happy. But when you your normal self, ain't nothing weighing you down and stuff, you your optimistic self and stuff, it's gonna make you 25% happy. Now me, gratitude probably make me like 50-55% happy. Yeah, because see, I already know it ain't a person that makes you happier. People don't make you happier. You be happy to see people. Of course you be happy to see people. But people don't make you happier. Gratitude makes you happier. I know, right? Yeah, I didn't know it either. Gratitude rewires your brain. You ain't got to sit there and be thinking about all them worrisome things. Oh, the light bill coming up, this baby birthday coming up, stuff. I can't order her cake and stuff, I'm worrying about all them little bitty things. They not really little things, but they not worth the worry. Just be grateful. Just be grateful for them and go on and look for the other solution till you can get it done. For the lights and stuff, if you where you can do it and stuff, and the weather's cool and stuff, yeah, shit, run that cord on next door for a few days. Shit, that's your friend girl right there. Shit, here, y'all think like thieves and stuff, Take them babies over to your mama house or whatever, It's just the lights. You can get through that again. Hell, there was a time when we didn't even have lights. Shit, we were still reading by candlelight and shit, Hell, get you some candles and stuff, You and your boo thing at home and stuff, and the babies is with Nana. Nana got her lights on, And you and your boo thing to clean that damn house up for that refrigerator start smelling. Got your candle lights and stuff. Eat some pizza by candlelight. Hell, I don't know. The baby birthday coming up and stuff. You can't go, why you going to buy that cake anyway? You cook and that cake tastes so floaty, just fluffy. Bake a cake. Let the baby bake the cake with you. It'll be the memory that'll make it worth it. It rewires your brain and stuff. Just give yourself permission to have and use gratitude, to always keep you with it. Gratitude, can't nobody ever take it away. They don't know what you're thinking, but they're like, what the hell you thinking about gratitude? Yeah, they're going to be thinking all kind of other shit. Well, you done fell in love. You got you some last night, didn't you? Damn, you got your taxes already. They're going to be thinking shit like that. But see, you just got gratitude. But the thing is, it is like a cloak. It's like a cloak on you. Everybody see it and they like, that's how gratitude is. It's on you. People can see it. People can literally see it. Gratitude eliminates stress and it heals you. Gratitude improves your sleep. You can sleep like a baby. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight, honey. I cussed the motherfucker out that deserved it about my ancestors. How dare you try to come and tell me not to talk about my ancestors? Oh, you came to the wrong one, honey. Yes. Ooh-wee, honey, if I don't want to tell the right ancestors to get your ass, shit, I will. Oh, honey, I sure will. Gratitude, y'all, it boosts your self-esteem and your performance. Gratitude enhances the law of attraction. Gratitude does all of these things. Gratitude improves your relationships. And now you hate to see some people coming. You hate to see them coming. You better not be biting on me, boy. You hate to see some people coming because you already know they're going to need something. Before they even get to your step, you already got the sugar out. I know she's going to need a cup of sugar. Here it is, right? I'm going to set it right here for her. Let me do some woo signs before she ring that bell. You know, but it's just something simple. Go on and do it. I know sometimes I don't be wanting to do stuff either, but just go on and do it. You probably was all that they had. You probably was the main one that'd be like, I'll help you. And you really mean it when you decided to go on and help. You know, but at first you like, hell, I wasn't trying to get out and do all this shit here. But, you know, since you said you would. You know, and that, yeah, just go ahead and do it and stuff and be grateful and stuff, you know. Be grateful for all of that because you can. See, if you couldn't, then you'd be saying, yeah, if I could get up and walk, you know, I would get up and go to the store with you. But I can't make it, Face. I just can't make it today. But if you could, you would. So, you know, be grateful. All right, be grateful. Stop. Be biting on me. And the last thing, y'all, then we finna go. How your body reacts to singing. Y'all singing heal you. Everybody knew it. All our musicians knew it. Everybody knew it. Why they let white folks infiltrate us like that, I don't know. Because white folks took everything. White folks took everything. Even the very sound that we love. Our very frequency. I remember the first time I seen that song, I heard the song Jerusalem. Oh, that song is so beautiful, y'all. We're going to have to listen to it sometime. My babies love that song. Then, y'all, I was looking at the videos and stuff, but you know how it's got shorts on the songs and stuff. And, honey, why come I seen a whole bunch of white folks on the airport tarmac? You know, the jet was in the background or the helicopter, whatever it was. And they was on the landing thing. And, honey, all of them were doing the dance. All white folks. It might have been one light-skinned man in there. I couldn't tell if it was or not. But it just pissed me off. And the song was like 7 years old when I heard it. The song been out that long. And I was like, wow, white folks really jumped on this song. Stole this song. Because, see, y'all, that song has meaning. That song, Jerusalem, that song has meaning to Black people. That song give me chills. My grandbabies can look at that song. They can look at the video over and over and over again. You think your baby sit there and look at Peppa Pig? My babies will sit there and watch Jerusalem. It's things like that that gravitate to them. And when they hear with Nana, I let it go ahead and resonate too. I sure do. That's what she gravitating to. Jerusalem. Oh, and I'm going to put on all them little kids. Yep, that's what we got to do for them and stuff. But yeah, when I seen that white folks just took that song and they ass was out there stepping, you know how it be saying the songs. It's in African language and stuff. But yeah, it pissed me off. Because I was like, wow, the theft of melanin goes deep. The theft of melanin goes very deep. You know, if I'm like, oh, what is it? The theft of melanin. Yeah, they know what it is. They know exactly what it is. That's why Chuck sped his music up. Because white folks started taking the songs. And so Chuck Berry had to sing faster. Then the white boys had to sing faster. But white folks always found a way to steal from us. You know, that shit is just, it's so old now, y'all. It is so old now. We just got to start letting their ass know. No, it ain't cool. No, your ass can't do it. Ask, can you do it? Can you at least use it? Stop taking shit. Stop claiming shit. You know, but see, white folks got a new ego about themselves because they got these robots coming up, y'all. So you better start preparing. But keep a song in your heart and keep your gratitude. And you know, when you giving praise and praying to your God, your Jesus, your Yahweh, your Yahushua, and Allah, whoever your higher deity is, you better add your ancestors in there. That's all I got to say. Keep your higher power. But ask them, do you really supposed to go to heaven with white folks? But add your ancestors in there. Give my ancestors some credit. That's all I'm saying. Give my ancestors. If you don't hear nothing else from me, if you don't hear nothing else come out of my mouth, give my ancestors some credit. I promise you, they're going to show you that they really appreciate. They've been waiting on it. But y'all, let's get to this. When you sing in joyful or expressive songs, y'all, they nourish your heart. They balance your emotions and uplift your spirit. That's your heart. Singing helps expand the lungs and it improves your oxygen intake. your lungs ain't got so much air in them, just a full capacity of air. Your lungs ain't breathed like that since you last sang Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yep, fantasy. Yep, since you last sang Earth, Wind, and Fire fantasy. Or the Commodores, or somebody like that. I mean, this shit right here, Drunk in Love and stuff, you ain't, yeah. It might be giving you a little. Your kidneys, they do foster vocal expressions. But you got to get to that meaningful music. Drunk in Love is a good song, And the other ones, what's the other song it'll lead you up? Because earlier I was saying Halo. And all I hear right now in the back of my head, up in this club, Beyonce song, love up in this club, but not that kind of music. This singing that right here that we talking about is our soulful music. Yeah, it's not talking about this ladder music. Yeah, you can find some Keisha Cole and, and it can make you feel that good and stuff. But try to get back to the music that's going to, resonate with your body, soul, and spirit. All three of your gifts. Okay? That's where the music and singing is going to benefit you the most. When you find the right music for it. And our old school music is the right music. This music today is not the right music. And I'm not saying, you can't use Halo, Beyonce, because, hey, this just happened to me. I just kind of, stumbled upon this and stuff. And, I've been using it myself because I love to sing. I sing to myself all the time. Fuck a motherfucker shit. I don't even need the song on the radio. I know my own music. I know my mama music. And I'm just saying, when you listen to other music, and then look, on that right there, who was that told us to listen to Bob Marley? Yeah, see, I got to start listening to some Bob Marley, too. Because they said Bob Marley resonates, too. Not just old school R&B, not just all old school stuff, It's all about learning. And, I'm willing to learn and stuff. But, yeah, find you some good music that's going to open you up and stuff. Because, Halo gonna lead your ass to Drunk Up in This Club or whatever that song is. Drunk in Love. And then Love Up in This. It's gonna lead you to all that and stuff. You want to stay away from all that low vibes. I mean, it's good for clubbing and stuff if you clubbing. But yeah, we want to stay away from them low vibes and stuff. We want to vibrate high. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell Beyonce to be mad at me. Shit, it is what it is. It is what it is. We need a particular type of music for this. We do. Shit, I'm not mad at her. She my sister too. Back to sister, but yeah. Singing helps regulate emotions like frustration, anger, and stress out of your liver. That's what happened with your liver. When you singing helps your liver regulate emotions like frustration, anger, and stress. Yeah, when you feeling stressed out and stuff, yeah, I don't know. Put on some James Brown. I feel good. And it might help you get that stress out of you and stuff. Because, you ain't stressed. You feeling good. And James going to get you up. Even if you can't dance, you're going to be tapping your feet like you can. Tapping them feet like you finna take out walking, standing right there in one spot. I mean, yeah, it's just, music. Music does that. Kidneys. When you singing, y'all, singing can strengthen your kidney energy by fostering vocal expression. When you hitting that high note, your kidneys is too. And it's helping. It's strengthening your kidneys. When they say you got your kidneys is weak, you got weak kidneys and stuff, start singing. I don't know. Start singing. Think of some of your mama old songs, your daddy old songs. Oh, my grandmama loved some Duke Wellington. Sing some Duke. Whatever come to your mind. Like I'm saying, stay away from that low energy music and shit. We got to get away from that shit anyway. I won't even let nobody come up in my place playing no Beyonce and stuff. Nobody. No, I might put on Every Blue Moon myself. But see, I can't let nobody else. Because see, when they come here, that's all they want to do. Oh, no, I don't want to hear Nina Simone no more. Shit, let me put on this right here. Oh, no, the hell you ain't. That right there was once a year that I played Beyonce Halo. You're not finna be coming up in here playing the whole full-fledged album. Now, you can put on some Mary J. Blige, the 411 if you want to, but no, you ain't finna come in here and just flip the script. No, see, we got to set our boundaries in Black America. That's all I'm saying. I don't allow that in my car, you know. Nope, my home, my presence. If I'm there, I ain't finna be in no hostile environment that's lowering my vibrations and my frequencies. No. If I'm over there, honey, and you doing your thing, yeah, I can go. Let me give all the babies a hug and give you $2 a piece, and then I can go. I ain't got to help you wash your dishes. Oh, you need me to fold these clothes up for you? I ain't got to do nothing. I can, honey, give that $2 to everybody and know that I've done my part. I came, I visited, I gifted everybody, and I left. That's it, and that's all. Black America, you better get on code. Set your boundaries, because now we can't take no chances with nobody. Nobody and none. I know, right? I love y'all. Let me get on out of here. Yeah, let's go get us some rest, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Hey, we got out 15 minutes early. Yep, it's 2:42. I know. That's all right. That is all right, 100. Yep, I cuss their ass out. I sure will. I love you too, 100. Yeah, and call me sometime. But peace and power to the people. The ancestors are pleased. And I thank y'all for your presence and your patience. Because I know, yeah, everybody ain't ready for city. Yeah.